Mick, as if losing Carl Ikeme on Tuesday night wasn't bad enough, to come off after your 7th straight win and find that Matt Murray had done that for Hereford down at Milton Keynes. It was sickening, I guess.
Oh, really distressing that, and certainly for all of us, because he's worked so hard to get back, and we let him go out to Hereford to play some football, and he was getting back to his best. And then to rupture his patella tendon on Tuesday night was heartbreaking for all of us, but certainly for Matt. But you know, we wish him well, but I know he'll be back with a big, happy, smiling face around the place, working as hard as he does to get back again.
I mean, the fact that Carl Ikeme got injured for you as well, and that's relatively minor compared to what Matt's going to have to go through, but it does open the door now for Wayne Hennessy to come in and make a big impression again. Well,
Wayne made his big impression. Maybe he didn't have the best of times for a couple of games, and I changed it, and you know, we've been on a winning run then. It makes it hard for him, but he's done what I've asked of him to do, and that's support Carl and be professional about it. And you know, my last chat he had with him, he was going to work his socks off and get back in the team. Well, you know, opportunity knocks for him again on Saturday in the arguably the biggest game of the season.
How difficult was it for you to leave him out, and how do you gauge his reaction from a player? I guess you're always watching a player to see how they respond to a setback like that.
Yeah, that's especially as a young man that's left out. There's only one can play. Not really much chance of getting on as a sub every week. He might get on once, an occasion somebody gets injured or sent off. You do gauge him on that, and he was upset and disappointed being left out. I'm delighted with that, because if he wasn't, there'd be something wrong. But he's kept training. He's disappointed he lost his Welsh #1 spot. Well, he lost it for the last game, and that I don't want that to happen for him. But then I don't pick the team to keep people happy. I pick the team to win games, and the more games that we win, then the more people are happy about it.
The last time you played Blues at Molineux, I can't remember seeing you quite so animated, for want of a better word, after a match. And well, I think you were. It was an amazing game, wasn't it?
Well, the game we were very, very unfortunate. We played really well that day. Still think we should have had a penalty, but Cameron Jerome got what turned out to be the winner. That was arguably at the time we all think, was it offside, and it turned out it wasn't. It was a good goal. And then we missed a penalty. Michael McIndoe had a penalty saved in the last minute. So there were some ups and downs in it, so perhaps I was justified in being animated.
Have you seen a better team in the Championship this season than Birmingham City?
Well, I haven't played against them yet, have I? So I tried to judge them how I play against them, and Reading are the best side we've played against. I hope Birmingham aren't as good as Reading, because they were a really good side. That was a terrific game. Seems a long time ago now, and I've watched Birmingham a couple of times. I think they've got some really good players, good experience, and quite clearly they have a bit of toughness about them, because they don't seem to give up very easily. Swansea, came back and won that, and they keep winning games, and of course they've got a good manager in charge as well.
Last question for you. You've been around too long to concur with this, but you can't help, I'm sure, sensing the Wolves fans' excitement at seeing just a little bit of daylight between yourselves and third place.
I'm delighted they're excited. I mean, we are, but you have to be a bit more professional, and we're not football fans as such. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
We're playing the game. We are fans of the game and support it, and all the lads probably have their own teams that they support that they can get emotional about and up and down and whatever, but when you're playing for a team, you've got to try and keep that level, even keel, and win, great, on to the next one. Lose, all right, we'll take the defeat and we'll go on to the next one. But I'm delighted the fans are happy. I'm thrilled for them, and they deserve a bit of success. We've not had any yet, but we've won a few games, and it puts smiles on faces.
I have to ask while I've got you here as well. Obviously, there's a big weekend coming up this weekend with the top two in the Championship meeting. Wolves, one of your old teams, against Birmingham City. Great, isn't it, though, for Midlands football to see two teams at the top of that division?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Myself personally, I would love all the West Midlands clubs, all the Midlands clubs to bring a Premiership. It takes me back to the 80s, where you'd have loads of derbies every month of Stoke, Leicester, Notts Forest, all in the top flight, and I really hope that Wolves and Birmingham do it. But I watched Wolves this year. They play very good football. Manson, they bought from Chelsea, is playing very well at the back. Ululumo has scored some great goals, and be a fantastic game.
There is that feeling about Midlands football at the moment, generally, isn't it? We've got 3 teams up in the Premier League with Stoke and Villa and Albion, and the possibility of maybe at least one of them could stay up and a couple could come up to join them. It would be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, get that feeling back in the Midlands of all the Midlands clubs in the Prem, where everybody wants to be, and every fan of those clubs, that's where they belong, that's where they want to be, and hopefully they can make it this year.